if you haven't yet because of your busy schedule, you just don't have the time. It's Christmas season, shuttling here and there from one shopping center to another, from one street to another, trying to make ends meet so that the season gets better. Well, we do it for you by bringing you the information since you don't have the time to fetch the newspapers and see what's unfolding. Good morning. It's King's Local Daily and it's good afternoon. Sorry for that. It's 3 minutes after 12 midday. It's King's Local Daily on this 22nd day of December 2025. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers in the news. The Women Voices, the Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent, Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, pro-government, pro-unity party, pro-Joseph Boakai newspaper, Verity News, The New Republic, in profile, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, and The Authoritative Heritage. We begin with the news, the nation's news since 1989. Lead story. Christmas, bad for marketers. Christmas, bad for marketers. Christmas, bad for marketers. The lead story of the newspaper. Low sales reported. Bad Christmas, bad for marketers. Low sales reported. The paper is reporting that the atmosphere isn't conducive as many marketers had hoped. The buyers are low, the sellers are in their multitude, with the population rising. Money scarce. The news is reporting the survey conducted across various markets in Monrovia and out of Monrovia with this lead. Christmas, bad for marketers. Low sales reported. The footnote story, front page, Boakai speaks out, dismisses secret building claims. The back page, Liberia gets US 24 million EU budget support. Finance Minister and EU Ambassador Augustin Gafwan and Nora Depress sharing the back page. Shifting salaries, harmonizing laws. Minimum wage board wants national labor contract. The news, the nation's news since 1989, is out for just 40 Liberian dollars. If you haven't gotten a copy, then you need to. With this lead story, Christmas bad for marketers, low sales reported. The news, the nation's news since 1989, 40 Liberian dollars only will take out store. The women's paper called The Women Voices. Lead story, AI evidence enters Arson case, defense challenges audio evidence. AI evidence enters Arson case, defense challenges audio evidence. And they accuse in the capital arson trial, former Speaker Kofa, Representatives Dixon Sibo, Jacob Derby, Abu Kamara, and the other accused are all on the front page. The sub-lead NEMA female commissioners are standing tall, but they should not stand alone. That's the sub-lead of the Women Voices. The back page of the Women Voices newspaper. Kenneth Wilson reclaims public admiration after stellar performance at Miss Cosmo 2025. Supreme Court clears former Justice Minister Musa Deen in a high-value diamond dispute. The Women Voices is up for 40 Liberian dollars. If you haven't gotten a copy, you need to do so that you have a full understanding of the stories the paper is reporting. From the Women Voices to the Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity. Lead story, the Liberian investigator, crowded but cashless. That's the lead story of the Liberian investigator newspaper, crowded but cashless, just as the news is reporting. Christmas bad for marketers, low sales reported. The Liberian investigator is reporting crowded but cashless. Liberia's Christmas markets are overflowing with people this year, but traders say the festive crowds conceal a harsh reality. Cash has dried up, buyers are scarce, and December's once reliable economic lifeline is slipping away. That's the lead story of the Liberian investigator, crowded but cashless. Nice headline, a great wording, creative. What a of the writer and the editor, crowded but cashless. Other stories, why Kone abstained in Ivanov vote. That Senator Amara Kone, he abstained, didn't take part, he withdrew. Senate backs Agriculture Development Bank. The back page of the Liberian investigator is all sports. So you want to get a copy of the paper if you haven't yet, so that you have a full understanding of the lead story. Crowded but cashless. It carries the sayings at some, if not most, of the market around the country. Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent, is next. Lead story: 12/17, violent protesters set free. Police protest leader confirmed. The sub-lead story: strategic milestone. Bouaka describes NOCAL's new headquarters constructed by Councillor Safura Gray, who was NOCAL boss in the Wiyat administration that the Unity Party government is claiming. It's not possible to have that place constructed. Bouaka came to power 2023, was inaugurated in 2024. Not possible to have that place constructed in just under 2 years. The back page of The Independent: corruption smells. Corruption smells at Commerce Ministry as Workers Union backs a procurement process. Corruption smells at Commerce Ministry as workers backed at procurement process. Central response to Bouaka disagrees. Response to Bouaka disagrees with President's justification. The Independent is out for $50 Liberian. Only 50, no more, no less. "15 minutes after 12 midday. 15 minutes to go." The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Next up. Lead story: reconsideration. Supreme Court accepts re-argument in Twe, orders national security case to correct error in ruling. Reconsideration: Supreme Court accepts re-argument in Twe, orders national security case to correct error in ruling. The paper is reporting, just as Teacher Light reported last week, that a portion that exempt the finance minister and others from going under trial, given the sensitive security nature, was squashed, tuned up, removed, and now the lawyer are asking, where is that portion of the NSA law? We want to see it. The court has accepted and called for re-argument to correct the error. The back page: more than 660,000 girls, received dose of cancer vaccine. Thousands joined the Archdiocese annual pilgrimage to Our Lady of Peace Shrine as Jubilee Year of Hope closes. That's all on the back page. The Oracle News Daily is out for $40 Liberian. Get a copy if you haven't yet, please, so that you have a full understanding of the latest in the trial of former Finance Minister Samuel Twe and others, with this headline: reconsideration. Verity News, pro-government, pro-Unity Party, pro-Joseph Yuma Bouaka newspaper is next. Lead lead story. We want to vote. Diaspora Liberians push for right to vote. That's the lead story of Verity News. Seeking the truth, inspiring facts. We want to vote. Diaspora Liberians push for right to vote. The paper is reporting diaspora Liberians have renewed calls for their right to vote in national elections, with 2029 on the horizon, urging the Boakai government to allow diaspora voting through embassies and consulates in 2029. Bishop Lee Story, a brighter future. Nokal CEO promises all benefits for Liberians. The back page. Man dies after tree falls on him. Man dies after tree falls on him. I am unshaken. Boakai tells critics, I am unshaken, saying he's not moved by what people say about him. He is not shaken. They can say, write, talk whatever they want to talk, write whatever they can about him in the papers, say whatever they want to say about him on the radio talk shows. He isn't shaken, not moved by his political opponent. That's what the paper is quoting the president saying when he met. Assemble, you assemble. Executive Mansion, media people, and some of the pro-government newspaper, radio stations, talk hosts. Court host defends AR audio demonstration. The pro-government, pro-Unity Party, pro-Joseph Yuma Boakai newspaper, Verity News, is sold for $40 Liberian. Get a copy if you haven't yet, with this lead story that you might want to have a full understanding. We want to vote. "90 minutes after 12 midday. The New Republic is next. Lead story. Boakai speaks on Weah's return, acknowledges his predecessor's potency. That's the lead story of the New Republic newspaper. Boakai speaks on Weah's return, acknowledges his predecessor's potency. The two men are on the front page. Gafwan calls EU true partner as Liberia secures 21 million in budget support. The back page of the New Republic. Joint committee makes bold recommendation. Joint committee makes bold recommendations before even an agreement approval. Alleged rapists, children burdened by allegations against father. Daughter writes police authority, investigation overdue. That's the daughter of Unity Party protected individual, J. Bryant McGill. The New Republic is sold for $450 Liberian. Get a copy if you haven't yet. With this lead story, Boakai speaks on Weah's return. Boakai speaks on Weah return. The two men are sharing the front page of the New Republic. The In Profile Daily is next. You're watching and listening to King's Local Daily. King's 88.5, your radio vendor. on this 22nd day of December 2025. Lead story, be in profile. White Elephant Project. White Elephant Project. That's the lead story of the paper describing what others considered Joseph Yeman Boakai private mansion in Foya. The president himself saying he does not know about it. His deputy for public affairs information says that it is MRU project so that they will have their security meeting there whenever the need arises. The president tells the nation, had he known, or he was not in the know of it at all. So the paper is referring to it as White Elephant Project, and the president, Joseph Yeman Boakai, on the front page. Other stories, front page, back, budget bigger, problems deeper. Senator Nathaniel McGill slams US $1.2 billion spending plan. Budget bigger, problems deeper. Senator Nathaniel McGill slams US $1.2 billion spending plan. Chief Justice praises outstanding employees. This is how the back page looks of the In Profile daily newspaper. Boakai draws criticisms after dismissing local radio content. Boakai draws criticism after dismissing local radio content. The president said that the local radio stations, they broadcast rudeness and they are unclean. The environment is unsanitized, filthy for his ears. Hence, he does not listen to any radio station in Liberia. If you ever listen to a radio station, it's the religious radio station, ELWA, and the secular radio, BBC. The deacon listens to the religious radio. Ironically, you can have a president saying that no president in the world who would not listen to a radio. A president always, even state radio, the president listens to. What an irony. What an oxymoron. What a misnomer of President Joseph Yeman Boakai. First president since God created the world to say he doesn't listen to radio in his country. The Improvise Daily, just $50. Not 50, but 40, please. The analyst, as we gradually wind down to make way for veteran Liberian broadcaster Jenin Pesima back in Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Analyst. Lead story, Boakai faces nation in media engagement, highlights achievements, national development plans. He's on the front page, sitting in a local radio station called LBS with headphone on, but says he doesn't listen to local radio because they broadcast rudeness. Ironically, he sat with some of the radio stations that broadcast rudeness. The other president, sorry to say, no disrespect, but the other president, a real comedian. A real comedian is not only a person who gets on the stage and makes fun, but also a person who portrays irony. How can you say you can listen to a radio station in your own country, on the BBC, and then you're president for the nation where things are unfolding? How? Even some of the things that your people are talking, your defense minister, your information minister, your all the ministers, you don't listen to them, you don't want to listen to them? God. The back page. Senate Ivano deal passage sparking outrage. Glaring risks in joint committee report ignore. Glaring risks in joint committee report ignore. High Court to year 12 petition National security ruling errors cited in re-argument. The analyst, like other papers, only 40 Liberian dollars. It's coming up to 28 minutes after 12 midday. The last but not the least, and then we zoom out. The authoritative heritage. Lee Story, Bwaga Commissions, Nokal, new headquarters. Chamber of Mines, Hills, Ivano, approve, deal. The back page. Jetty launches Christmas feeding. Jetty launches Christmas feeding. EU disburses 21 million to Liberia. The authoritative heritage, only 40 Liberian dollars as always. That's all the time we've got. Thank you ever so much for being with us on King's Local Daily. We're back tomorrow, if God permits. I'm Sam Andrews.